Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Left 4 Dead 2. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $10, although it is discounted on a regular basis simply because the game is fairly old. I believe the game was released back in 2009 or so. In fact, right now, as of the date and time of this recording, the game is 80% off, making the game roughly $2 or so. Left 4 Dead 2, and I know what you're saying. Well, Vince, this game has been out for quite a while now. Why in the heck are you bothering to review it at this point? Well, believe it or not, there are some people out there that have never played a Left 4 Dead game before. I have two friends that have never played it, and I'm about to play with them, hopefully, today. So, just because a game is popular doesn't mean that everyone has played it. So, I'm still going to make reviews on older games because, I'm trying to sort of give a service to them too if I possibly can. My goal as a content creator is in fact to introduce people to new games. Whether or not I like them or dislike them, that's just an added bonus. But primarily, I try and introduce games to people. But anyway, Left 4 Dead 2. It is a single-player / cooperative first-person shooter that tasks you and your team with getting from point A to point B. In this case, safe house to safe house. Between that, during your journey, you're going to come across several zombies, and these are the running type. They run at you. I don't like that. I wish there was like a way to slow them down or, make them the slow shambler zombies, from certain movies. I prefer the slow shambler zombies myself. I'm not a fan of the, 28 days later zombies that can run. Anyway, there's zombies that you fight, and you're going to have a lot of different weapons to choose from. You've got a secondary weapon, which is a pistol, but you can also get rid of your pistol in exchange for like a melee weapon. The melee weapons are unlimited. Your pistol has unlimited ammo. It has a clip of 15 or so, but you have to reload every so often. Unlimited reloads, though, with your pistol. Then you have your primary weapon, which is like an Uzi or an assault rifle. Then you pick up better weapons along the way. So there's a decent variety of weapons here. I want to say anywhere between 7 to 10 different primary weapons, 7 to 10 secondary weapons. There's a number of optional side things you can pick up, like there's pills. They provide a temporary health boost that slowly drains over time. There's med kits that you can use for a one-off heal. There's defibrillators, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And some other cool things. There's Molotov cocktails, pipe bombs, bile bombs, different things like that. And this is all from memory, of course. So, again, you're trying to get from point A to point B. And you're going to be shooting up zombies along the way, picking up cool stuff. There is special infected in this game. And these special infected have names. There's the Hunter, for example, that will pounce on a member of your team and keep them there and do damage to them, just wail on them, until someone else knocks them off or kills them. You've got a Smoker special infected, which from a distance will wrap its tongue around you and drag you toward it. And again, someone else has to save you. So there's a lot of CC in this game, crowd control, that these special infected can do. The worst of them all is a tank that takes a ton of bullets to kill, that can just knock people around with its punch, and then the witch can insta-kill someone in one hit. The witch is a crying girl that you find on the map, and if you aggro it, it will chase you down and just one-shot you until you're down. As far as the different modes in this game, there's a campaign. There is a ton of missions. In fact, Left 4 Dead 2 imported all of the maps and the characters from Left 4 Dead 1. In Left 4 Dead 1, you had 4 primary characters. You had Bill, which was this old veteran guy. You had Zoe, there was Lewis, and Francis. Okay, each had their own personality. Well, they imported all of the maps from Left 4 Dead 1 into Left 4 Dead 2. So you could play as, the original characters from Left 4 Dead 1 in their old maps, or you could experience the game in the Left 4 Dead 2 setting. Again, those are separate maps, separate characters. There's Coach, Ellis, Nick, and Rochelle. Again, off the top of my head. So you choose one of those maps, and I believe there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish 6 or 7 new maps and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so old maps. So you're looking at around 14 maps. This game does have Steam Workshop support, so there are a ton of mods out there, maps and characters, different things like that that you can download to make the game even more diverse. So it's completely up to you. When you choose a map, you can choose a chapter. These maps are broken up into chapters. Again, you're getting from point A to point B, new chapter, point A to point B, new chapter, point A to point B, until you get your last chapter. And that's typically a holdout situation, is survive for 5-10 minutes until the rescue thing arrives. Airplane, helicopter, whatever. Okay. Difficulty, there's easy, normal, hard, and like super hard, or easy, normal, advanced, and expert, I think it is. There's friendly fire, but on easy, it's minimized. You don't have to worry about that. But on the harder levels, hitting each other is, not recommended, and so on. So yeah, that's the campaign. There's also a mutation mode where you can, sort of play different. There's different ways of playing. Like there's special delivery, for example. The mutation is a variation of hard 8. Spawn timers have been removed, and special spawn cap has been raised to 8, blah, blah, blah. So you'll have to read through the different mutation lists and see which one you would want to play with. But it's just alternate ways to play the game. In addition to a co-op mode, there's a versus mode where some people play as the regular humans and other people play as the infected, and the teams switch off. And whoever gets farther with the humans ends up winning the game and gets the most points. So, as the bad guys, as the infected, you're trying to stop the humans from getting far. And then you switch off and do the same thing. There is a survival mode, just hold out for as long as you can. There's a versus survival mode. There's a scavenge mode where you have to go around the map picking up, say, gas cans and filling the gas tank or whatever. So there's different modes to try out. The gameplay itself is very fluid. One thing that I don't like is that there's no iron sights. I do this every time. I go around the map pressing right click thinking that I'm going to aim down my sight to shoot something. It's not going to happen. There is a scope mode with the sniper rifle, but that's the extent of any sort of iron sights that you've got. So you just have to accept the fact that you're always going to be firing, quote unquote, from the hip. Okay. But it's still a relatively fun game. There's drop in, drop out when it comes to multiplayer. So let's say that you get it 3 people, okay, and then you've got your bot to fill you out for your 4th. And then, someone joins Discord last minute. Oh, can I join too? You don't have to quit the game and restart it. They can join as the bot instantly goes away and the human takes its place. For a game that is 2009, okay, that was created in 2009, these are features that some modern day games don't have. I'm not going to name any names. They know who they are. I'm simply saying, okay, you've got a game that has decent, competent bots. Okay, they are very well done in this game. They will protect you. Sometimes they do stupid stuff. Like if I'm being trapped by a hunter, sometimes the AI, gets a little derpy and doesn't rescue me right away. But they do shoot stuff. They do make a difference. Okay, if you go off on your own, you're pretty much dead, and they do help you out. There are some bots that are just stupid in today's games, like completely stupid. Like developers, for whatever reason, have taken a step backward from Left 4 Dead 2. And again, there are some games out there that don't have drop-in, drop-out multiplayer. This game from 2009 does. So, for a game to be released nowadays that doesn't have drop-in, drop-out multiplayer, that does not offer bots as a way to play single player, it's just absurd to me. I mean, when you play a game in 2021, you expect these things and more, not less. I mean, how can you release a game in 2009 and then, 11 years later release something else and it doesn't have everything that 2009 game had? Really? So, yeah, I mean, do I recommend Left 4 Dead 2? Yes, absolutely. $10, yes, but again, this game is on sale on a regular basis, so $2 right now, you can't go wrong. There's a ton of playtime, especially with the ability to download things from the Steam Workshop. Again, gameplay flows very well. I've never had any issues with gameplay itself. Shoot, move. If I had one gripe, it's that the sound slider, There's no separate sound sliders for like gunshots and stuff. Like, I want to be able to hear the ambience and things in the environment, so I turn up the volume, but then every time I shoot my gun, it's ear deafening. So I wish there was a way to turn down specific sounds. Most specifically, the gunshots. They get very loud. So I have to turn my sound down a lot just so that people can hear me when I try and talk to them on Discord, or people want to hear me on Twitch. I have to turn down my sound significantly. So I wish there was a way to adjust the sound sliders that way. But again, for a game that's, over 10 years old, this is so well done, has a lot of content. Yes, it does get repetitive over time, but with the addition of Steam Workshop and various mutations that you can mess around with, it's a lot of fun. So for the price, yes, you're getting a ton of value here. Totally pick this up if you haven't already. There are some other games out here like it, but I find myself like, the Back for Blood, the beta that I played, the bots were severely lacking. I wish the bots from Left 4 Dead 2 could be incorporated into that Back 4 Blood game, just because the bots there are just completely incompetent and terrible. I know it was beta, I'm just saying. I hold a lot of cooperative shooters to a high standards nowadays because of how well done Left 4 Dead 2 is. Okay, so yes, I'm not going to beat a dead horse here. Go pick this up if you like first-person shooters. Even if you're a single-player kind of person, you don't have to have people. You don't have to play with other people to enjoy this game. You can play on the easiest difficulty or the hardest difficulty and still get fairly far with it because the bots are pretty competent. Okay, and again, you don't need to play with other people to be successful in this. If you just want a casual shooter, you can totally do that too. If you want to rush through things, if you want to take your time, have a little bit of fun, be scared every now and again, because some of those maps are pretty darn, like this one map has like this huge cornfield or wheat field or something, but it's just, you can't see jack. So it's pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Left 4 Dead 2, yes, I recommend it. Yes, you should pick it up. If you haven't heard of it until now, do yourself a service and pick this up. If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.